Before we get into this video, I thought I'd just quickly give you an update because obviously this video isn't uploaded on the main Cardman 22 channel, as this channel was once the Cardman Streams account, but I've decided to change it up considering that this account's now been banned from streaming and now that I normally stream on my main account. So I thought, I needed to do a switch up, so I've decided to rebrand the channel. So rather than just doing streams, I'll be doing videos that I wouldn't normally do on my main channel, like the main Cardman 22 channel. So almost as if like a second channel to upload videos that I wouldn't normally upload, because I thought I have around 500 subs on this channel, so I didn't really want it to go to waste. But yeah, don't expect on this channel for me to upload it a lot, to be fair. 1 to 2 videos a month will probably be the upload schedule, but yeah, I might not upload too much at all. But yeah, thought I'd give a bit of an update with the videos. I might do a few gaming streams on this account, and yeah, I'm probably just going to do videos that are not very hard to make or edit, such as a tier maker. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. Alrighty, so we are going to start off the new channel, the new rebranded channel, with a bit of a tier maker today. It's obviously not going to be AFL related because it would be on my main channel if it was AFL related, but we're going to be ranking Australian fast food. I've had this idea in mind to do for a couple months, but I never really wanted to do it since it'd probably do really crap on my main channel, but the second channel, so I can do whatever I want. So we've got Australian fast food tier maker, we've got S, A, B, C, and D. I could have changed the rankings to something like, you know, good, amazing, bad, but S, A, B, C, D is good enough. And I've only done the places where I've been to, so, you know, I had to take away the restaurants or the fast food chain that I've never tried, because how the hell would I be able to rank that? So I've got 22, I'm pretty sure here. Some of them aren't fast food, like you got some ice cream places, a few restaurants, but you know, we're not in America. Australia's in America where they have 60 fast food chains. There's not too many in Australia. So yeah, we'll start off with the first one on the list, and it's Baskin-Robbins, which isn't really a fast food chain. But I would probably see, they don't have a lot in Melbourne. The only real times I have Baskin-Robbins would probably be where I go to Gold Coast. They had one very close to my resort, and let's face it, they have very good ice cream, one of the best out there. So it's hard to rank, like, you know, ice cream place with fast food place, but I'm going to put it an end of A's, because it is just an ice cream place, so it can't be ranked amazingly, but out of the ice cream places, that's probably my favourite. Next we got Boost, which is another place that I wouldn't really call fast food. Yeah, all they really have is juices, to be fair. They're good. They're probably the best juices you can get, because yeah, this is the place really where you're going to get juice. You're not going to really get juice anywhere else unless you Tanushka car. Then you'd be getting the juice at McDonald's. I'd probably put it in B. B's like stock standard good, I would say. C's probably like average, and then D's bad. A's probably like a tier above good. Next up, we've got Carl's Jr. Now, this is an American chain. It's been, relocated to Australia quite recently. I've only had it once, so it's a little bit hard to judge, but I had it once after the footy a couple years ago, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't like great or anything. I'd probably chuck it in B's. Probably like, it's good, but it's not great. It's nothing special. Yeah, maybe if I had it a few more times, I could properly rank it, but I'll probably chuck it in that B category. Next up, we got Cold Rock. Now, I've only had that like 2 or 3 times, to be fair. But the good thing about Cold Rock, it's quite unique. They make the ice cream on the spot, and they like integrate the toppings on top of the ice cream, which I like about it. But the thing is, it's pretty expensive for what it is, so is it worth it? I don't know. I'll probably chuck it also in the B category, probably below Carl's Jr. due to the price, and I still reckon Baskin-Robbins is definitely better. Next up, we got Domino's Pizza. At one stage, I was having Domino's every Friday night. That'd be the tradition, but I haven't had Domino's in, well, to be fair, I probably haven't had Domino's in a couple of weeks. Let's face it, I've been eating quite a bit of fast food lately, but Domino's, it's good. It's pretty good. Like, most pizzas are good. Lately, I've been having the meat lovers. Pepperoni's nice, Hawaiian's nice, and all the rest. So I'll probably chuck it in A's. Above Baskin-Robbins, Domino's, I'll probably say the best pizza chain out there. Not gonna lie. Next up, we got Grilled. Grilled. One of my favourite places to go get burgers. Not gonna lie. Like, to sit down and get burgers, or in fact, in general, just one of the better places to get burgers. The go-to order I usually have is the the bacon cheeseburger or whatever you call it. So yeah, I'm probably going to chuck grilled below Domino's. But yeah, it's good. The chips, in my opinion, aren't amazing. If the chips were better, it could almost go into S category, but it's going to go into A's. Plus, it's burgers you really want to have. You know, you'd rather have better burgers and better chips. Next up, we got Guzman and Gomez, a Mexican chain. Where would I rank Guzman and Gomez? Because I've had it a few times. I've probably had it 5-6 times. Haven't had it in a while though. And usually when I have Guzman and Gomez, what would I order? Probably the burrito. Nachos I've had as well before. I remember having the nachos while watching the Collingwood GWS prelim. Guzman and Gomez, it's not the best Mexican place out there. It's good. I'd probably say end of good, like above Carl's Jr. I like it how you can add your toppings, like in terms of the sauces, you can add onions and stuff. But it's not amazing, I wouldn't say. Next up, we got Hungry Jack's. Now, Hungry Jack's is good and all, but lately I haven't had the greatest experiences with Hungry Jack's. I would probably say the last 2 or 3 times with Hungry Jack's, the people there screwed up either they've screwed up the orders, they didn't have something in stock, or they ripped us off. Like, Hungry Jack's is pretty good, but lately hasn't been the greatest. So probably I'll slide it down to B's as well. The burgers, they're all right at Hungry Jack's. They're not amazing. They used to be better. I don't know. I'm not the greatest fan of Hungry Jack's. KFC. Now, KFC's arguably up there with the best. And you can tell because with the weekly vlogs, I have a KFC moment from every weekly vlog. I do, but KFC, you got obviously the Zinger meal, the Zinger box. That's what everyone gets, to be fair. So KFC, from the amount of times I have it over other places, you got to chuck an S, really. Like, I wouldn't be chucking a place like KFC in S if I didn't have it that much. But I've lately probably had it 10 times in the last 2 months, which not too proud of that, to be fair. Krispy Kreme. Now, you wouldn't really classify this as fast food, but it's good. It's really good. My favourite donut by far, Krispy Kreme. So I'll probably chuck Krispy Kreme in the A's, but you can only have one in S, and at this rate, probably KFC goes in that spot. Lord of the Fries. Now, the first time I had Lord of the Fries, I actually ordered a normal, I think it was a burger, it might have been nuggets or something, and I had no idea that it was vegan. And when I had the meal, I was like, this is pretty rubbish. The only good thing about it is the chips, but the rest of it, like, this tastes fake. Then later realizing that it is vegan food, and vegan meat is a lot worse than normal meat. I'll tell you what, you definitely would prefer normal meat. So yeah, the only good thing about Lord of the Fries are the chips, the fries, which they're good. Hence the name, but I'm probably going to chuck it into C's, because if I'm ranking it based off the whole menu, right, I'd only get the chips. Literally, that's the only thing I'd get there. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Lord of the Fries if I'm ever going to go for a meal, but if I want to get chips, then yeah, it's alright. Next up, we got McDonald's. Now, McDonald's, I used to love it a lot, obviously, as a kid. I feel like when you're a little kid, you like McDonald's more, and you kind of sort of, in a way, grow out of it, but you never can not like McDonald's, and I still like it. Like, if my mum was going to go, oh yeah, we're going to have McDonald's for lunch, I'd usually not complain. But lately, in fact, I've had McDonald's the other day. They screwed up my meal big time. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good for what it is. I like the Monopoly deal and the amount of menu items that McDonald's have as well. So it's an iconic place. I'll probably chuck it in end of A's. End of A's. Below grilled, because definitely I think grilled burgers are better than McDonald's. Next up, we got Mad Mex. Now, I've had it, not a lot of times, to be fair, and the times I've had it, I don't think it was that good. It was pretty expensive and not really that good. I remember I had it once going to the footy. They had one at Southern Cross Station. It was alright, but nothing special. Chuck it in the C's, probably, to be fair. Next up, we got Oporto. Now, that's another sort of burger chain, or whatever you call it, chicken chain. That's sort of average, to be fair. There's not a lot of it in Melbourne, at least. I've only had it a handful of times. Usually, in fact, I'd have it either at the airport going to holiday or at a holiday. So that kind of shows that they don't have it in a lot of places, and that's probably because it's not that good. I do remember having it. It wasn't bad, but yeah, nothing special with a Porto. Maybe chuck it in C's as well. The Pancake Parlour. Now, you wouldn't really call it fast food, but I thought I'd chuck it in there because I wanted more things to rank. It's good. probably from the pancake chains, which there aren't too many out there, but it's probably arguably the best pancakes that you can get. But I haven't been in a while, like I'm talking 5, 6, 7 years, the pancake parlor, but from the times I've been, it's good. I like the short stacks, the long stacks, put the whipped cream, the butter, the ice cream. Yeah, and I used to remember back when I was a kid, I used to get the chocolate, I don't know what you'd call it. Was it the Alice in Wonderland? Where you got the 2 pancakes, the chocolate sauce, the sprinkles. It was really good. So, although it's expensive, I will chuck it end of days. Because every time I go there, I usually come out feeling pretty satisfied. Next up, we got Pizza Hut. Now, Pizza Hut, there aren't really a lot of Pizza Huts near me. I would say, compared to Domino's, I've had Pizza Hut 15% of the time compared to the Domino's. But I've had it a few times, and it's not bad. But I'd probably say Domino's is better. So I'll probably chuck Pizza Hut in the middle. Like, it's not bad, and if I have it more, I'll probably rank it higher. But yeah, chuck it there. Red Rooster. Now, Red Rooster, it's almost dying, to be fair. A lot of people saying it's crap, and I've given it a few chances, and it's not that good. I mean, yeah, I remember having those pineapple fritters, or whatever you call them. I like pineapple, but those were dreadful. The chips, I remember I had Red Rooster the other day with my mates. The chips were not good. Well, they're all right, but they weren't that good. But I don't know. I used to like it more, but yeah, Red Rooster, I don't have it a lot because I don't have it in many places. And I'll probably chuck Red Rooster into the C's as well. I'll chuck it above a Porto. Next up, we got salsas. Now, salsas, the only good thing about salsas, in my opinion, are the chips. Now, the chips are probably the top 5 chips that you can ever get. My top 5 in chips. But other than that, not a lot I like about salsas. I've had the burritos, they suck. The only good thing I liked about salsas was the kids meal. For some reason, the kids burrito was a lot better than the adult or the normal version. I don't know why. But salsas, definitely not my favorite Mexican chain. I'll probably chuck it a little bit above Mad Mex. Next up, we've got Schnitz. Schnitz is pretty good. I wouldn't say really good, but Schnitz have really good chips. The burgers are pricey, and they're alright. They're alright. I don't usually have the burger. I usually go for like the schnitzel or the parma. I don't know. Obviously it's Schnitz, and they have chicken schnitzels, and they taste good. They're like, yeah, I would probably have Schnitz if I see it most times. Yeah, Schnitz is good. So I'll probably chuck Schnitz. Oh, probably grilled over Schnitz still. But I'll chuck Schnitz over McDonald's. I'll chuck it under McDonald's actually, because I don't know, there's not as much variety compared to McDonald's. Subway is good, but you can have some bad experiences with Subway. Like, I remember in fact, the local Subway, the one that's close to me, is my least favorite Subway. Like, the guy working there gives minimal toppings. They screw up your meal all the time. You ask for toasted, they give you fresh. You ask for fresh, they give you toasted. They almost screw it up on purpose at Subway there. But for the most part, Subway's good, and you feel healthy having it, although it's probably not that healthy. But it's, yeah, I would probably chuck it in the end of A's, or maybe bottom of B. End of A's. Subway's good. Wasn't as good as what it was before. Taco Bell. Now, Taco Bell, I've only had it once, and they don't have it a lot in Australia. They only recently got Taco Bell in Australia, but when I went there, it was good. I actually went there. There's footage of it in my Gold Coast vlog, so if you haven't watched that, go check it out. That's me eating Taco Bell. It was good. The chips, you wouldn't have thought that Taco Bell chips would have been any good, but they were good. What else did they like? I don't know what I had when I went there, but yeah, overall, I had some pretty good food. So I only been there once, but from the experience, I would probably chuck it. I'd probably chuck it into base, even above Subway. Well, I'll probably chuck it above Subway because Subway is hit or miss. Whilst Taco Bell, every time I've been, which is only the one time, they've been good. And second last, I forgot to add Nando's in, which I'll talk about at the end. But next up, we've got Zambrero. Zambrero, my favorite Mexican chain, I have to say. I do like Zambrero a lot. This is good. Like, usually when I go to Southland and I go to that end of the food court, Zambrero's is probably my first choice. It's good. I've probably had the burritos there probably 20 times. I can't remember how many times I've had them, but I've had them a few times because they're good. A little bit pricey, but I mean, they are doing the feeding for hunger thing, so that's a good cause. They should add chips though. If they had chips, maybe they would almost get the S category, but they're not.